Shoney's is a brand that's 70 years old. And so many guests stop say, I live in Virginia, I live in Texas, and I really want my Shoney's back. I really want my Shoney's back. And we're from Florida, and we used to have them, and they closed, and I really want my Shoney's back.
Almost every day you hear people coming and saying, well, I grew up at Shoney's up in West Virginia, and I knew Alex, I knew this, and it's almost on a daily basis that people can tell you that because it's such an iconic brand.
We realized that there was a new program, a new model, a new version of Shoney's that we weren't, that really no one knew about yet. And so we got on board with Shoney's and made a deal for a new franchise in Fultondale.
When they see the store, they're like, wow, this is really different than what we've seen before. I said, well, this is the future. This is what Shoney's feels like, the direction where we'd like to move in.
The version 2020 model is one that we're going to do, and it's going to have a fresh food bar, obviously, but it'll also have a bar that'll serve beer, wine, and spirits. And that's something that Brandy and I are accustomed to because we've worked in this business for, 20 years or so.
We get a really positive reaction because we are a brand new store. So many of our guests have been into Shoney's throughout the years, and they come to our store and they're pleasantly surprised when they see that, they could get a glass of wine with their steak at night, or have a burger and a beer, and they sort of like the refreshed look that Shoney's has, and it's modern. And
not only is it the model, but the food that I've come to learn more about and actually train with has been very impressive. The focus on fresh product.
The concept behind the buffet is great, but giving somebody the alternative to the second or third person maybe in the party that doesn't want the buffet, they feel that's too much, or they feel like maybe the buffet's just not right for them. They want something smaller. Going to the menu is fantastic for us.
People walk in because they travel through, never seen Shoney's like that. So the first thing they say is, wow, We get more of the 25 to 35. A little bit of 38, 40-Os, but that bar area surrounds itself mostly during lunch and dinner and late night with the 25 to 35.
We were very surprised with the response we got just from people in the area who are very excited about Shoney's coming and, being in that area again.
We are very excited to be developing our 6th restaurant, and that's in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And as we've been doing this, we're following the 2020 prototype, and that's been very exciting. As I'm out there working, people come by and they ask me, "Are you sure this is going to be a Shoney's?" Like, I promise, it doesn't look like any Shoney's I've ever seen. And it's true, it doesn't, but it's very exciting, and a lot of people, they come in, they want to look around, they're excited for it to come to town.
Well, really excited about the re-imaging. We feel it's going to take off. It's going to appeal to a lot younger crowd. A lot of millennials will be coming into the restaurants. The older folks will also be involved, coming in and being excited about seeing a franchise that's been around for so long back in the market.
The restaurant business for me is about service and the excitement and the feeling that you get from doing a great job of taking care of people.
The restaurant business is a serious business. We're handling people's food and they're giving us their hard-earned money, and we need to make sure that we take care of them. It's not a game, not a joke.
Whenever they come into my business, into my Shoney's, I make sure that when they leave, they want their Shoney's back in their town.
I had a vision in my mind of what Shoney's ought to be, and we've talked about it, and we've gone through iterations, and this is exactly what I had in mind. This is where I think we should be with this concept, and it's really beautiful. And
Dave and his staff have just done an incredible job of bringing Shoney's back and putting us forward for another 20, 30 years with the buildings that they've designed, and really helped the brand to continue to move forward.
It's a great investment. The franchise fees up front are minimal compared to some of the other people in the business, and the investment is going to be worth your money. If you get in there and work for it, it's going to be there.